Yeah, but we do have to try and understand why it is that there is such a charm in the Foucauldian position. Why is it that people want to believe that all the best things, what we think of the best things in human relations, are simply disguised forms of manipulation? You know, that the whole feminist view of the relation between men and women, for instance, which is founded on this deep myth that men are exercise power as a gender, to use the fashionable word, over women, and that all study of this is just a way of revealing that power and the capillaries through which it flows. You know, I think there's a will to believe this, and why is one of the big questions that I think we have to try to understand. Is it that when people lose some kind of transcendental religious faith, that they are automatically fall into this great pit of resentment of the Nietzschean kind, to try and find the oppressor in every relationship? Or are there truths that they're exploring as well? Are there forms of power or forms of human relation that look like power from one aspect, but are perhaps also look like tenderness and dependence from another aspect, and that they've just are emphasizing one half of it or something like that? I think there are real questions as to how it is that our culture has got into this position.
Yeah, well, that's the question below the claim of power. And so, I mean, I've thought about that to some degree, and here's three possibilities. I mean, one is the accusation that all there is power is the justification for use of power.
Of course.
So
yes.
that's handy, if that's what you want to use. So then there's another problem, and that goes along with the failure, the willful failure to distinguish competence from tyranny and power, let's say, because we might think of power as unearned authority, something like that, because we need a definition of power. And I think that there's a resentment at work there that's very, very deep. I think it's deep in the biblical sense, which is that there is a proclivity for those who do not manifest what they could manifest in the world and thereby fail to watch the success of those who do manifest what they could manifest in the world and succeed, and become embittered by that, tremendously embittered, and then to label that as power and then to attempt to destroy it, because it's simpler to do that than to do the radical internal retooling that would be required to set things straight internally.
I'm sure that's right. That's one explanation of why people are always tempted by the zero-sum vision of relations. His benefit is my cost, sort of thing.
Right.